Good evening, I'll go ahead and call to order the July 16th meeting of the Select Board and ask you to rise for the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
What is our desire with the minutes? Minutes and the warrants.
I'll make a motion to accept. I will second.
Any discussion? All in favor? It's unanimous. Next meeting of the Select Board is scheduled for August 6th, 5:30 here at Town Hall. Brings us to old business, item 1, discuss town-owned land map R01 lot 09.
So I just heard back from Kristen yesterday. I had the question about the easement we have with the ATV club. And we have a map that shows the trails. And she said the property will be sold subject to an easement allowing continued use and maintenance of ATV trails as shown in the attached map. So she said we could go ahead and advertise it with that in it. So they'll know that there is.
Okay. Is she still gonna draft the RFP for that? Or we're just gonna advertise directly or? I thought she was drafting an RFP for
I
it.
do too.
I thought she was too, but
Okay.
for now, I would advertise the property as sold subject to it. But I can ask her if we should just
Yeah, why don't we, unless you
RFP.
guys disagree, but why don't we double check and
Yeah.
we can take action next meeting to
Okay,
either approve the RFP if it's drafted, and if not, we can.
and decide on how many acres or one lot, two lots, what.
Yep.
Okay,
And have we heard back from Casella at all?
not a word.
Public comment?
Yeah. Yeah, I was interested in that item, just looked at it. Wondered what discussion had happened to date about that property.
It's a 55-acre piece of property. It's where the transfer station is. On one end, on the other end is the radio tower that Saginaw County built. It's town-owned land. A few people have expressed interest in possibly buying it, putting it back on the tax rolls, so we've been exploring whether that is feasible, and ultimately we'll make a decision whether to recommend sale or not.
Yeah. I was looking at the property, not directly, but on a map.
Sure.
It was intriguing. That's the property that has a little pond right on Route 1 as well, right across from Coffins.
Oh, on State Road.
Is that on that
That's
property?
further down, isn't
I don't think that's town, yeah,
it? No.
that's not.
This is further down by like the CMP.
It runs along Route 1.
Is there a map here that we could look at? I thought it was.
Well, they're upstairs.
We can certainly get you on.
It goes from the transfer station to Route 1.
So it's
Does it
behind
go
the
this
old
way?
rest area on Route 1.
Oh,
So that's one side of it, and the other side of it is where the transfer
Sure, what on
station
that?
is.
There's Bull Rock, Perrysville. No, it doesn't break it down on here.
Okay.
I was just looking at the
Oh,
tax
it
map.
looks like right here, this one,
Oh, yeah, yep.
that lot. And the pond is on that lot. I don't know who owns that.
Okay, show me the full again.
This one,
Oh, it's this one here.
yeah,
Okay.
and that's where the
I see,
pond
that's
is.
the one I thought it was.
Yep.
Okay,
No.
so it's that piece there.
Mhm.
And
The tower's down here,
Maybe that's
and the
the one.
transfer station's down here.
the right of way is along the
State
Road.
No.
It would be off the Arthur J. Reno.
Yeah, it's up
The
in there.
J-Reno, right here.
Oh, right from the transfer station,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah, and now it's all shut.
The thought is we would retain the land that the transfer station is on, and
That's the
the
agenda. if you want.
cell tower is on, and see if there's interest in acquiring the rest of it, and again, getting it back on the tax rolls.
That's this section here that's labeled BC, this,
It goes all the way
Goes all
down.
the way, yeah.
That's a CMP easement
yeah.
down through, yeah.
Yeah, I just, not knowing more about the property, I was, just noting in my own self that, that's some high terrain in the town. It's a pretty high viewpoint, potentially. It used to be that you could drive south on Route 1 from Bath and come over the hill and you could see Mount Washington on the drive. I don't remember that before the trees came up. And the thing about that, the A2K path as well, who knows where that's gonna go, but it potentially is gonna go over Rise as well.
Sure.
And in my dream state, I was thinking, wouldn't it be nice if there was a viewpoint that the town owned that was maybe part of that trail that, people could take advantage of, and have that kind of experience, just another amenity for the town. So I didn't know if this property had that. I know the transfer station's right there, so the view might not be very nice, but it looks both ways towards the river and towards Mount
Yeah.
Washington. So please, that's my comment.
Appreciate it, Suzanne.
So have you contacted all of the abutters? They're usually the ones most intrigued by it. I know one is
We
Casella.
haven't yet, well, we did reach out to Casella, who runs the transfer station, to see if they had any interest in it, but we have not yet.
And the other thing is, I noticed that there are some receivers hanging on our tower. I just want to make sure you guys, I don't know if you were part of that conversation, but we had that discussion that any revenue received on that tower from the county is to be shared with our staff.
Yep.
Do you know who's
I don't even know if
receivers?
it's online
The
yet.
tower isn't online yet, no.
No, but there's,
And sometimes they put the receivers on there simply because it's easier to do it while they're constructing it, but we can.
I just want to make sure that the
certainly
town's not missing revenue that was committed to us for a free tower.
Completely understand and also keep an eye. Any other public comment on this agenda? All right, I don't believe we have any action to take. We'll revisit it next meeting. Brings us to new business item 1, set food truck fees.
John's recommendation was $300, same as a new business if it's gonna be there for the season. Or $25 per event, which is usually either a day or two.
Initial discussion on that recommendation?
I'm assuming he's based that on research and comparables to other towns. Do we need to open it up to public comment on that?
Let's have a motion first.
Oh, right.
I make a motion to set the food truck fees as recommended by the CEO.
I'll second that.
Any initial board discussion? Any public comment?
How many food trucks are there?
I'm only aware of one,
Two.
two. There's two.
Is Shuddy's one?
Mhm.
Yeah. I'm sorry?
Danny down at.
Plants.
Shines.
And is that the new hot dog stand that's up there? Yeah.
And there was one at Trinken, but that's not
Tilted
there
doesn't
anymore.
have one now.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I was kind of wondering where the West Bath line is. It's
Right
gotta be
behind
close.
you.
Yeah, is it?
Yeah.
Does
The
it go,
stream right by the roundabout is
is
the
it
natural.
just this side of the roundabout?
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
That storage, right, that's the one.
Back to the board, any final discussion? All in favor? That is unanimous. Item 2, meet with the investment committee regarding their recommendations. They did leave us recommendations. Their recommendations is US Treasury note for the next 2 years with an expiration of 7/31/28 at 4 1/8%, investing $125,000. And a second investment, also in US Treasury note, with a maturity date of 1/31/29 at 4%, another $125,000. Yielding on maturity on average 4.15 to 4.2%. Initial board discussion.
Make a motion that we accept the recommendations as presented.
Second.
Any public comment? Hearing none, back to the board, all in favor? That is unanimous. Item 3, meet with Robert Stanley regarding his property at R02, 018B07. And we tee it up a little bit for you. We have received copies of 2 real estate tax bills for that. On the bill from 2023, the acreage is noted as 9.82 acres, whereas on the 2024 bill, the acreage is noted as 2.61. And we also do have a copy of the deed that established the life estate affiliated with this piece of property. Any initial information you want to share with the board? I'm assuming you want it
Yes, sir.
to reflect the 9.82 acres.
Thank you for the board. This all got messed up with the surveys you have. As an agent of the town, which is what you had at the time for a tax collector, made a decision to take that deed, that survey, and it says right on it, proposed. As an agent for you people, you weren't here at that time. This has been an ongoing issue since 2011.
Yeah.
I'm 74 years old, I'm not well, I'm not stupid, and I've fought to keep what's left of my grandmother's property since the 1800s. The town had a grave mistake when it took that on. It states it. You won't see my signature anywhere other than on this gentleman here, which is Ty Travis, my life estate holder. His father, pardon my language, has gone through hell for the last 10 years trying to stop the bleeding. I come to you people because we're looking at, I haven't paid any taxes because I was advised by attorneys, don't pay a dime. Because once you commit to paying on something, you've accepted what the town has put out there. That's been a hardship on me. There's a piece of land that's gone. You don't even know where it is. You haven't sent a tax bill out. There's, to this gentleman's land here, there's another piece of property that's hooked onto the back of that he never received a deed for, didn't know he owned, now he's got a tax lien. What entity makes these rules that it's legal to put surveys, which I kicked the man off more than once, or deeds to people and not even know that that's taking place?
Yeah. I don't know the answer to that question.
I'm not asking-
It's not this board.
I'm not asking
I
you,
understand your point.
I'm not asking you people for the opinion. This is for the lawyer.
Sure.
You know, my lawyer that did this was this town's lawyer for 30 years, so he ain't stupid either. And all I'm getting at is I wanted it in front of you, because this poor lady here, as the town administrator, is the only person since COVID that has talked to me. not a tax collector, or an agent for the town, or anybody. And it's ludicrous for a town like this, with the substantial property we have, that the tax man is only here once a month. I mean, Ronnie Deals worked his tail off of this town for a good many years, and was right here every day if somebody had to come in and ask a question. Now, we have to work around the tax collector's schedule. I don't go for that. They can come to work every day so that people can have contact with him, and these things don't get to where us have to come in here and speak with you people. You people have nothing to do with this whatsoever. It was people prior to you. There's no remedies because they're all gone. You either can them yourselves or they walked away. And left a 74-year-old man who had a stroke to fight the battle. And I find it that the slate needs to be started new come this cycle. Go back to what was original, because I got a feeling that even your attorney will tell you there's damage been done here. And it probably won't come out real good for the town, and that's not what I'm here for. I want it to end.
Yep.
I have a plan on what I want to do with it, to get off this, so this man and his kids can have their life up back, and I can live what time I got left out without having to aggravate this woman, which I've done for 55 years.
Well, don't stop now.
Now, I ain't got no choice.
Certainly understand here, appreciate your frustration. I do just want to clarify, because we're talking about two different people, that it's not the tax collector that's not here every day, it's the assessor. And I know you, innocent mistake, our tax collector works very hard.
It's on the record, and you're right, I correct that. I'm just saying that.
Yeah, that was not a criticism at all on you. I think, at least from the research that I've done, based on what Julia sent me, it appears to me and I don't think this is the first time this has happened, because I did see a letter from your attorney that dated back to 2018. Very similar, what did you do, you messed up the records. So what it appears to me may have happened is during the reval 2 years ago now, they used the proposed map and came up with the acreage being the 2.61. Because that's what number's on this map, and that's what's number is on that updated tax.
Chairman Hines,
Yeah,
can I say one more thing?
Of course.
And then I'll keep quiet. There's two maps there. And one says 2014,
yeah,
done by the survey company.
agreed.
One done in, the second one with the deeds on it was 2017.
Correct.
The guy that had this done, was told not to have it done, is not, God rest his soul, but for the last 5 years of it, wasn't even allowed on the property.
Sure.
I had the stroke in 2016. Seems pretty convenient to me that everything flipped upside down, and it was cleared up for years. Everybody knew there was 9-something acres. And what I say, you people, your agent made a decision. Good, bad, and different. It's not my place, it's a personnel issue. And I accept that.
Yeah.
And I will accept your outcome. I just want you to know that I got a feeling this is not the first time in this town that this has happened. Matter of fact, Could probably name a few, but I'm not here to speak for anybody else.
Understand, again, we're here to address
And,
the specific issue and to help you and remove that. from-
Thank you for allowing me to speak.
Absolutely, absolutely. You know, again, it appears as though, for whatever reason, the trigger for reverting to this mistake was the reval, and we know there were issues with that reval. I am prepared to make a motion that we revise the noted acreage for map R02018-B07 to reflect
6.38 cents, because he sold 344 at a time.
to reflect 6.38 acres.
I'll second that motion.
Does that align with your expectation?
How do I want to phrase this? I want to be as polite as possible. What's the tax bill for that 3.3 acres? Nobody's seen a bill on that since 2023,
Agreed,
Yeah.
okay?
Town's lost money on it.
agreed.
So,
I don't
you
think
people,
that's your fault.
thank you.
My
So is that gonna
objective
go
is we fix
zero?
this. My objective is that we fix this for the next, I just lost the word. Commitment.
It's illegal to take somebody's property and divide it up.
Agree with you. We're trying to fix that.
But nobody picked it up, right? They
Sure.
just dropped it. Like, no
We
one's
didn't-
being,
We didn't give it to somebody else, it just is ghosting out there untaxed.
Right.
So, let's just pause for a minute, because I made a motion, was there a second on
I
that?
seconded it.
Okay. Now we can continue. Sorry.
Yeah, nobody picked it up, it just got dropped.
So when did you sell the 3 acres, or approximately 3 acres to Ty?
4224.
4224. So the 2023 tax bill would have been correct at the 9.82 acres. So I would say, and we can do a motion, second motion later on if we need to, but I would say that one is still due.
On which piece?
That one is,
This one, the 2023 one is due, is accurate and is due.
it's paid, 23 is paid,
23 is
24 and
paid.
5 is not.
Oh, I see.
Can I ask what the 24-25 land acreage is on that bill?
2 point
Okay.
something.
So really the question
That's what
is
you want.
the 2024 bill that noted the 2.61 acres.
And that's when I started contesting.
Yep. And at some point in '24, the 3 acres-ish, I'm rounding, was sold.
And we were still in flux at that point with assessing, so
I
it
believe
makes
that
sense
may
that
be
wasn't-
one of the last things before they went out to do.
You said that one, okay. So the question is, anyway. The bill difference between the correct 9.82 acres and the incorrect 2.61 acres is
Well,
$152. I guess my inclination is, this one's due, it's been paid. This one at the 2.61 acres, it is in theory a little bit short, but I say we just say it's $831.69 and move forward and correct it for the next commitment.
I agree, but
I don't think it behooves any of us, and it's certainly not your mistake to squabble over $80-some odd dollars at this point, which you're doing that frankly.
well, but the mill rate on that is different, so obviously your taxes are gonna go up with the acreage.
Correct. Yeah, 25 bill. 25 bill.
Six.
Right. So it's 25 outstanding as well?
24 and 25 is outstanding because they're both 2.6. If we can correct it before the next meeting when we do commitment, I would be very happy.
Yes.
Other board have thoughts on the best way to clean it up? Actually, let's not do that yet. We have a motion on the table to correct it to 6.3 acres for the next commitment. And we have a second on that. Any discussion on that part of the motion, we'll go back and revisit cleanup after this. Any public comment on that motion? Seeing none, back to the board, all in favor? That is unanimous. Okay, so we fixed it moving forward. The question before us now is the 24 and 25 tax bills. How do we want to handle those?
Is it in our authority under the law to waive any penalty or, not penalty, but can we just start at an accurate and blank slate for 2026 and going forward?
I don't know the answer to that.
So the acreage, for those two, you can send a supplemental bill for the difference in the acreage. You don't have to.
And can we waive fees and penalties on the late payment?
You can abate that.
Okay.
Would that be acceptable to the property owner?
I'm not sure I followed the outcome here.
So the only thing we've done right now is we've
I guess what I'm asking is, what are you gonna be asking me to pay the town
the
for 24,
24
25?
and 25 bills that you received. Yes, they are incorrect, but the amounts are all we're gonna ask you to. We're not gonna go back and rebill you for the extra 4 acres or whatever. We'll fix that 26.
Okay, that will go away out back,
Yep,
but, yes, I understand everybody's gotta pay property tax.
sure.
This isn't my mistake. It was done by the town illegally. And you wanna charge me $800 for the 2 years that you people did this illegally. I'm not trying to weasel here. I'm being straightforward, because if we keep it here, put an end to it, you guys ain't gonna lose a lot. You're gonna lose, what, 2 grand? Compared to, if it doesn't go to my satisfaction tonight, probably gonna cost you a heck of a lot more in the long run. It's documented to the T, and I don't wanna be cantankerous, because you people are just trying to make it right.
Sure, but
But
to your opening point, we all have to pay property taxes. And this is an, under-assessed bill for what you would have owned. So I don't know that it is entirely inappropriate to say you shouldn't have to pay something. And what we have discussed is we waive all late fees, all interest, all
Okay.
penalties.
All right.
All we're asking is the original billed amount, which is lower than it should have been. I agree with you, it's our mistake. But I think it's a bit unfair to every other taxpayer to not at least charge something.
Oh, I don't disagree that it's not fair to every other taxpayer. But it's disingenuous for the town, who has employed an agent of the town that made these decisions, to put me, not the town, and other taxpayers in a position where I'm 2 years in the rear now, Because, quite bluntly, you people, not you people, again, the towns, made a big mistake. And I'm not one for sweeping things under the rug, but that happens out here quite a bit.
Can I throw a wrinkle in this that might, is gonna help his cause? So back in 10, the town allowed deeds to be written and registered. With the original, like, was it 2010?
No, it was 2017 is what they, well,
When the
that's
first
what
ones
the
were
map,
done?
that's what the map says, yes.
And that allowed land to be given away, registered and everything. I had to actually have an agreement with Ronnie Beals about it. Because land was taken from him, which wanted to give his property. And there's another son of mine that's gonna end up, this is my son right here. And there was, for round numbers, we'll say 7 acres of that 9 point whatever. That was registered, deeds were written and registered. Boundary lines were moved without his consent. So that's where he's getting, I understand where he's coming from. The mistakes were even further back than 2017. And that's when Roy Beal, and actually there was a special town meeting back then to make everything go back to the way it was, to the original life estate. Because there's been 2 life estates of that. 3, actually. 3. And
There won't be another one.
that's why I can understand, no, there won't. That's why I can understand where he's coming from, and I agree with him. That big mistakes was made multiple times, going back 20 years. So me
I
as
think
a,
everyone in this room agrees with that.
Yeah,
me as a taxpayer, I would wipe the slate clean and start in 2026. And I'm fine with it.
well, we
Because I'm the
have
one that's been trying to stop the bleeding.
to, we have to collect what's already been billed. And then moving forward, we can correct the acreage and tax appropriately moving forward.
We made headway, so I'm not gonna take up a whole bunch of the time of the board on this. You know where you stand, you know what you wanna do. Now I'm gonna have to do what I gotta do. And I'm not prepared this evening to give you an answer, but trust me, Julie will be here.
Any additional public comment?
I just have a question. I was trying, so it was 9.82 acres. How many acres were sold?
3.4, 8.4.
3.4?
There's a third deed hanging up
So
there.
it should,
That's
what's
been
remaining
registered.
is 6.38 acres.
So now it's 6.38 acres and the delta is down to the 2.61, so that's the gap that we're looking at from the,
It should have been changed to 6.38, and it was changed to 2.61.
Based on a proposed deed that was,
inappropriate.
It wasn't even
Proposed survey.
a proposed survey, sorry.
And what, and the tax bill for 24 was for how many acres?
2.61.
2.61.
And everybody is looking as puzzled as I've been.
No, I was, you know, the town in theory has to collect taxes on every parcel. It's, while it's been uncomfortable for your experience, it was billed at a reduced rate that they're willing to accept.
Yeah, but it was still that was allowed to be taken away from him.
Nobody knew where it was from.
But you didn't have to pay the tax obligation for it also, and you're getting it back. Correct, is that correct?
That's my understanding.
So,
I'm just trying to clarify and follow it in my head
I
also.
just want to ask one more
A
question.
lot of moving parts.
Go ahead.
So, the other deed that I'm referring to that's floating out there, that's been registered, that's just been sitting there, what would it take to make that legal? So he doesn't have to worry about that other 3 point whatever it is. What do we have to do to make that legal?
Was it registered at the county?
Yeah.
That's legal.
And you,
Not without him, that's what I'm saying.
So-
It was taken away from him without his signature.
But this, is the acre, the deed with the 6 acres registered? 6 point,
It would be the 3 point.
Robbie would have to sign off
Just sign a paper, that's all I need to do is sign a paper.
a deed.
and he has to create a deed to,
None of us in this room are attorneys. I would not, I would speak.
Because I mean,
to
that's
the
the
attorney
thing,
about
the deed's
that.
already written, so,
I,
I mean,
not.
I'm just trying to clarify what you're trying to tell me, Julie.
in theory, are you combining acreage? You, what do you,
He
what
was
do you-
asking Julie, just to be clear, he directed the question towards Julie.
Right. Or anybody on the board that can answer it, but.
So Robbie owns it. Robbie has to sign the deed over.
Even though there's already that deed there. Can he just sign something saying,
No.
I, and have it notarized?
No, he has to sign a deed, signing over to. Because the deed, anybody can register anything,
Which
As
blows,
you know.
which blows my mind,
as you know.
yeah. Because of
And,
what's happened with him.
Like,
Yes,
26
exactly.
acres behind my house. He was assigned the land without him knowing it. He's in arrears because it was allowed for my father to sign off property before he died. My father didn't pay any taxes on it.
Without
And
his
he's in-
signature.
Without, well, that his signature would be on that both these down below. So, I mean, I'm just trying to help fix it so he.
any more land down out there to be transferred, Robbie has to sign off
Okay.
on a deed.
And that's been since day one of the life estate. If it,
I'm gonna frame it.
one, there's only one signature out there for this young man. Anything else, or any deeds that are in the courthouse or anywhere else, you won't find my fingerprints on anywhere. And that does not make them legal per the life estate.
Wayne Earl lost land, Jim Moore got land.
Alright,
So,
so,
thank you.
to bring this kind of,
I'll take it.
hopefully to no, that's fine, hopefully to a agreeable resolution, I am gonna make a motion that the outstanding 2024 and 2025 tax bills for map 0R2 lot 018-B07, we waive any penalties or interest, and the bills are due as billed.
I'll second that.
Any discussion on that? All in favor? That is unanimous.
Thank you for your help.
Thank you.
I'll talk to you outside.
Brings us to item 4, consider phone quotes. In your packets, there are 3 phone quotes that we received.
Thank you, everybody.
thank you.
Thank you. The first one is from Spectrum, the second one is from Burgess, and the third being from Fidium. The Spectrum quote is $271.94 a month, which is an annualized savings over current of approximately $4,780. The Burgess quote is $296.64 per month. And then the Fidium quote is $264 a month. Burgess and Fidium, I believe, if I'm wrong, we have some one-time setup fees with it, but I don't believe, didn't see any in the Spectrum ones, so.
And, no, Burgess has given us a discount too on the setup.
Yeah.
I was surprised how close they all are,
Yeah.
and how, I knew the phones were a lot.
Yeah.
I just didn't realize how much.
Is that what
what started all of this was just seeing if we could get a better price for the phones, or
Mhm.
there's no other issues?
Well, First Light doesn't talk to us. Customer service is horrible.
It started out really good. When they first installed it, they were very friendly, but I noticed that.
That changes to a
Quite
different
quickly.
department.
Any thoughts from the board?
Well, obviously, I want to hear from the staff what their preference is, but my first initial reaction was, even though it's $20 more a month, I do kind of like the idea of going with Burgess, just because they are local and they have been so good to us over the years. What are your thoughts?
That was my thought. I talked to Becky about
Yeah.
it. And we know who we're talking to.
And there's continuity and it's not.
Yeah.
Our systems and.
Yeah.
We can reach people when there's problems.
Yes, yeah. They actually come into the office, very luxurious. Well, I'll make a motion to accept the Burgess, to switch service to Burgess. I don't know.
I make a second.
Any preliminary board discussion? Any public comment?
Yeah, just try to read back behind the lines to give a little background on what's happening here, but this is about a phone service?
Just
for the town?
switching the phones, service in this building.
In this building, yeah, okay, and then how often does that get reviewed? Or it gets flagged when it looks like a lot?
Well, we had a 3-year contract, and I just had a funny feeling that it was costing a lot of money.
Yeah.
And so I got quotes to find out.
Yep.
And I couldn't believe how much we're gonna save a year.
We review the bills before we pay them. It was just a contract versus contract.
Right,
That,
right.
yeah.
So there is money to be saved, a lot of money to be saved?
$4,200 a year.
Even with the $20 per month extra?
Mhm.
That's significant money.
Yeah, exactly.
And better service, I need to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's local company, Burgess Computer and Bath.
Yeah, love that, love that. I was just quickly looking through some of the package, but I was wondering about AI coming into this. Is that part of the package that,
Let's not rush that.
is that being bought or presented by the vendor in some fashion? I don't know if
It's
that
part of what they offer. It's more tailored towards like call centers environments.
Yeah. Yep.
I can't fathom a scenario in which we would use that here.
Okay, so it's automatic, I don't know, skeptical about AI myself, sure.
I'm
And how-
very,
And how it kind of gets in and starts to become something you need to have, you're required to have. And maybe the way of the world, is coming apparently.
Sure. Larger call centers use it for, call flow management, or, customer service based. They often use AI to assess if the call is getting escalated, to prompt it to, bring in a manager, things like that. We don't have any intentions of doing any of that.
Right.
Julie handles all
We're not
that.
gonna have 24/7 customer service.
No.
Well, just
No,
put
we
Julie's
are.
cell phone out there, that's a 24/7.
I'm West Bass AI.
You're what?
I'm West Bass AI.
Oh, you are.
Put your cell phone out there and we'll call you.
Any other public comment?
Just the question about whether data gets shared as a result of AI or whatever comes in. Does anybody know if that's part of a package that happens when you sign up with a new presentation from Burgess or anybody? May not be an answer.
Not that I'm aware of.
So,
Well, Burgess currently handles our security and firewall for
Right.
the
Yeah.
internet and software, so.
mhm.
I feel like we're in good hands.
Well, again, I appreciate that it's local.
Yes,
That's a good starting point,
Yeah.
for sure. Okay.
Back to the board, any final comment?
Does that also include the firehouse?
The firehouse is wrapped in with the Fidium internet,
Oh, okay,
and they only have 2 runs, so
Okay.
that's all Fidium.
okay. My only question, no one answers.
Yeah, okay. All in favor? That is unanimous.
Can I ask one more question? Is,
He keeps
and
saying
I know that's already settled, is that a franchise that just got established? This phone service, I don't know, is it a franchise? Such that, no, it's not. Okay.
Burgess has been around since the late 90s, early 2000s.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
They were down Armada was, I think, or down, their sister.
Yeah.
One little
Um,
office
with-
about,
Next on the agenda is item 5, consider signing the Saginaw County tax assessment.
You know you don't want to.
We don't want to.
What did that, I think we should.
Our assessment for the coming current fiscal year is $1,194,295, which is our share of their $14,208,144 budget.
What was that again, 14 what piece?
Your money in the bank.
So
It's
it's
14
You need
what?
to recuse.
$14,208,144.
Not today, we
do you want to,
144.
1-1, not.
do you want to see my copy?
What was the percent increase year over year?
Before we do, I'm gonna go ahead and recuse myself from this item as I am an employee of the county.
Your refusal is no.
I will step away from the table.
Do we need to read the one?
I don't have those figures, I have the full budget up on. And what did they do last week, Heath?
Do we need to read the warrant? I'll go ahead and make a motion with great frustration that we sign the warrant as presented.
I will second that with disdain. And I have not, just I wanted the record to reflect that I have not received a response or acknowledgement to the email that I sent to our county commissioner in regards to my concern with the county budget. Second.
All in favor? That is 201, I believe is the way that is recorded. 2 in favor, 0 against, 1 abstention. And we'll have to sign the original before we. Brings us to item 5, public comment. Any additional public comment?
Yeah, on that, can you speak to your frustration and your disdain? And what you asked the county for, that they did not give you information currently?
Sure. Our county budget has been increasing at an alarming rate year over year. Concerned with the service level of some of the services that we're receiving as a result of the increased budget. So I attended the county budget meeting earlier this year before they voted to approve their actual budget as written and presented to us. Objected to a number of the line items, increases, some of the funding requests, and was basically told it could be worse. And so I sent a letter to West Bass County Commissioner stating not only my dissatisfaction with the budget as a number, but also the sort of reception that we received as concerned citizens. And it wasn't just me, it was other West Bass citizens that were voicing their concerns from, veterans on fixed incomes, elderly people on fixed incomes, and I just was very dissatisfied with the response. So wanted to make that clear to our representation on that board, and I did not receive a response, so.
What were some of the line items that you were noting?
$2.6 million healthcare.
Yeah, there was a significant increase in healthcare. There was a lot of capital, I would say, catch-up that was happening. So instead of, I feel, budgeting over a period of time for things that are needed, it was a lot of, we need this now in this budget. Some of the EMA services that we're receiving. Those are my
Definitely some
concerns.
redundancies
Yeah.
in services.
Redundancy in services.
And a $2.6 million medical plan.
How much,
Guilty, Suzanne.
how much did that increase, the medical plan from last year?
Which is ironic because
I don't
even
remember.
with a pay increase, salaries still went down because the insurance went up for some.
Well, we know that healthcare is going up, right?
Well,
So,
they're self-insured. So it's-
self-insured.
Any other public comment? Seeing none. Item 6, future agenda items. On our next agenda, we'll have tax amendment. Anything else either of you would, in addition to that you'd like to see?
You'll have an abatement that you approved tonight.
The abatement for the penalties
Or
and
town
interest.
discussion.
Yep. Follow up on old business, item 1.
Nothing else for me?
And whatever other housekeeping items we can throw over. Item 7, select board comments and announcements. I do want to let everyone know on September 23rd, from 3 to 6 at the Fire Hall, the Climate Resilience Committee will be having a climate resilience outreach event. Also want to let folks know that at some point in August or September, the Army Corps of Engineers will be working on an aquatic ecosystem restoration product in the new in the New Meadows Lake. And let everyone know that nomination papers for the 1 select board and 2 school board seats upcoming in November, those nomination papers will be available on July 27th. From the city town clerk.
And
Any-
the event actually has a name now. West Bath Resilience Day.
West Bath Resilience Day.
It's a nice ring to it.
And there will be a flyer on one side about it and a survey on the back going out with all the tax bills.
Excellent.
Any other comments or announcements?
Motion to adjourn. I'll second that.
All in favor? We're adjourned. Thank you.